Planeta con Larry Navarrete.
Welcome to Bottom Line with Larry Navarrete, episode number 6, Alex? 6.
Once again, I'm Larry Navarrete with Loan Suite Mortgage, NMLS 670362.
And I'm Aaron Rubio, his faithful sidekick, like Batman and Robin. Larry, long time no see. It's been a month since we've done this. We're back at it again, like Eminem.
Lots of changes, huh?
Yeah, lots of changes, lots of stuff happened. Shootings here, shootings there. Candidates here, candidates there.
America's Cup, Euro Cup gone.
Yeah, it's
Olympics
Olympics are on right now. USA, here we go. Texas has won more medals than anybody.
Texas?
Yeah, they think their own country now.
I don't know. I like the sprinting.
Yeah.
The sprinting, the track and field, the 100 and the 200 and the 4x100. That's just amazing.
I just love how America hates soccer, and the Olympics is everything's soccer. Everybody's got a little stick.
To me, it's a track and field. To me, it's a track and field.
Stick this, soccer there, tennis. Ping pong's gone. But anyways, going back to all the changes, Larry, we've had a very dramatic week in August. Mm-hmm. We're going to say August because I think this episode will come out pretty soon.
July.
So there's a lot of changes out there, Larry. There's the market. They say it's gone boom on Monday, right?
I don't know what you mean by boom. I mean, the market as far as the stock market, yes, it took a dip, but that's what everybody's been wanting that. We all been wanting Jerome Powell to lower rates, and the only way he says he's going to lower rates is if we slow down the economy.
Okay.
And that's what happened. Economy slowed down, stock market goes down, rates started going down, so people get upset and all this stuff. Well, that's what we've been wanting. That's what we've been aiming for. We've been aiming for a slowdown in inflation. You can't slow down inflation and not affect the economy.
Okay.
I mean, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Right? It's action, reaction. Right?
So making money, prices going up, and
all of a sudden, you want prices to go down? We got to spend less.
Okay.
What happens when you spend less? There's less profit.
Okay.
Less profit, market goes down.
Less profit means prices are going to go down?
It should. Because then I'm not going to say less profit, competitiveness.
Okay.
Right? The slowdown of the economy. And then it's like everything, competition. Competition will to me, competition will give you better service, better quality, and the best pricing.
Well, so
if there's no competition.
There's no one out there battling and fighting.
You can price whatever you want, right?
You become complacent, right?
Ain't no competition.
Okay.
Do whatever I want, whenever I want, price it whatever I want. Right?
So that Monday means good stuff is coming.
Well, to me, the meaning of the slowing down of the economy and everything, it means rates are going down. Okay. And we did see at the end of last week, rates went down. It was an instant reaction, right? Jerome Powell, we're not lowering rates this right now, but in September, he didn't say we are, but he kind of hinted. So what banks do? They jump the gun.
All right.
They anticipate the Fed's going to lower the rates down. And he made some comments that we were thinking he was going to drop it 25 or 1/4%. I mean, there were some comments made that makes us believe that he might even drop it 0.5%.
But it's going to be a quarter till September, we'll know, right?
Yeah. So what do banks do? They anticipate that drop. So they kind of jump the gun and they lower their rates right now. Because when they ultimately borrow from the government, they're going to borrow it cheaper. So they're kind of like, okay, let me jump the gun and borrow it. Now, the last couple of days, we've seen a little inflation, a little raise in the rates again.
Because so it's not set yet.
Rates are never set. Never set. And nobody can predict the rates, and it's never set.
I saw a lot of lenders saying, hey, time to go get your loan.
We anticipate they're going down, and they should go down. But they're not going to go from a 7.5 to a 4.5 or a 5 over a week. No, it's not going to happen.
What are we looking at right now?
Whatever you want. People ask me what rate is out there. Whatever you want. It's what does it cost you?
Yeah.
Some lenders will quote you always at 1 point. Some will quote you at par. Some will quote every day there's a 5%, every day there's a 6%, and every day there's a 7%. Is what does it cost to get that rate?
Oh.
Obviously,
money out of your pocket?
When I call par rate, meaning it's not costing you anything extra.
Okay.
You're not paying anything extra. And those rates change variable FHA, USDA, conventional? Is it an investment property? Is it a cash out? What's your credit score? So all that stuff comes into play.
Becomes dramatic.
No, I mean, it's just, that's just the way it is. But and overall, the rates drop? Yes. Have they been falling? Yes. Now, the last couple of days, they slowly went up again, or there were some changes, but not like, they didn't go back from a 4, they didn't go from a 4.5 back to a 7, no.
Okay.
Ideal market for me, you ask me, Larry, what do you think the rates ideally? For me, between a 5 and a 5.75, to me, that's an ideal market.
Is it coming?
Yeah, I think it is. How long does it take to get there? I was talking to a financial advisor yesterday. He's been doing it for a while, and I was there with the client, and he's like, "Oh, maybe I should wait to lock my rate because she's already in contract." And I'm like, "You want your rate to drop to a 5? You gotta wait like 2 years, a year and a half." She's like, "No," and then I go, "Ask him," and then he kind of looks at her lap. She goes, "Yeah, they're gonna drop overnight. It's gonna take a good."
It's coming, said Wyatt, but it's gonna take a while.
But then again, you don't know what happens in the world.
Yeah. Grab a Snickers.
What if there's a big conflict, right?
Exactly.
Conflicts usually bring rates down because it's scared. The government is like, they're trying to, like a lot of people, there's a conflict around the world, right? The people trying to kind of hold on to their money because they don't know. They're like, oh no, what's gonna happen? So the government, that's why they incentivize and they drop the rates so you can put that money back to use.
So you want this Iran-Iraq thing to happen?
Normally it would, but right now because the economy is booming so much that the conflicts around the world,
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The Russians not going to the Olympics, it doesn't matter.
Maybe with our economies getting back to normal, maybe it will matter now.
Okay.
And maybe the rates will drop a little bit faster or sooner. Because usually conflicts around the world cause rates to drop.
But since things have been so good, it's really not hurting the bubble.
Man, we've been spoiled, man. We've been spoiled. Seriously, we've been really spoiled. Just look at here in Yuma. Do you know what was the average? When I came to Yuma 20 years ago, up until 12 years ago, about 725, 750, 795 was kind of a normal fast food place, job.
Yeah.
The Walmarts, stuff like that. Now they're at
15, 50, 16 bucks.
16, 18 bucks an hour.
Even though we're hearing that this summer a lot of people have been losing jobs or less people needed at Walmart and stuff like that.
AI.
AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Is that what it's doing?
Well, it's everything. Robotics is going to replace it, and it gets to the point where at what point, because a robot can replace everybody.
I heard about the Terminator.
Robotics can replace everybody. But they're just so expensive.
I'll be back.
They're just so expensive. So at what point when you increase salaries, the companies, corporations are going to be like, you know what? I'll do AI.
Just AI.
I'll do AI.
I'll send people to work from home.
The artificial intelligence,
changed.
it'll replace, whatever. My mom was a farm worker. She said, "Oh, they'll never replace somebody cutting the lettuce.
They have machines.
They have machines.
Yeah.
And why? Until it gets cost effective.
Yeah.
Once labor becomes too high, they'll change it to AI."
It's a coming, Wyatt. AI now. There's speaking of changes, Larry. There's a big change in the real estate market that happened right now in August. Get your insight on that.
It's a big change for whoever thinks it's a big change. To me, it's normal. It's not normal. To me, there's no change. Okay, the change is if people know or they will know, they'll find out. Usually, your seller would pay the commission
for the realtors.
For the realtors. So, for example, I'm just going to use 5% as an even number. It's just an easy number. If you sell a house for $300,000 and you're charging 5% as a realtor. So I'm paying 5% commission, so I'm going to pay $15,000, $7,500 to my agent that's represented me as a seller, and from that other $7,500 for a total of $15,000, they're going to give that to the buyer, whoever brings customers.
But that changed.
Now that changed. Now that you said you don't have to pay that seller, that buyer's agent anymore. The buyer pays his own agent.
All right.
Okay, that's the big change. Now you have to have a contract so the buyer can pay your own agent.
So if I want somebody to go show me houses, I gotta pay that realtor.
You have to pay that realtor, but right, you could say if the seller doesn't pay me, you could pay me. You have to pay me because I need to earn a living. So I need to make my commission.
But the big deal is, do I really want to sell a house, right?
Exactly. But me as a seller, do I really want to have a house? I don't put the sign out there for sale for fun.
Yeah. You want it gone.
I want it gone. And I want to sell it. Whatever reason I want to sell it. So why, as a seller, why am I not going to pay that commission anymore? Because what happens if, like we're talking about that 5%, that $15,000, right? Let's say I'm only going to give that 2.5%. It could go anywhere between 4 and 6. That's 7,500. Okay, now I'm only going to pay you. Let whoever brings the borrower his borrower has to pay him. But guess what's happening? They see the list of what houses are paying what. You're an agent, right? And I'm your customer. And there's house A that pays 5,000 commission, house B that pays 7,000, house C that pays 7,500, and house D that pays 0. Which house are you going to take me to go see first?
Well, the one that pays me more.
And which one are you going to pay me second?
Well, the one that pays a little bit lower.
Which is the last one you're going to show me?
The one that pays 0.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I'm a seller, why would I not put a commission out there?
If you want to sell.
If I want to sell. Because they're not going to be, I'm going to be the last choice.
Yeah.
On the list.
I've seen some houses out there for sale by owner now.
Yeah, there's some houses for sale by owner. Now, does that owner really want to sell? And, he might get lucky, he or she might get lucky, right? You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. Somebody could be walking by, driving by, that perfect buyer calls you, you buy it. You just don't have your house out there. And now it's about how many likes you get, how many, what is it? What's the other? How many tags or
how many hearts?
How many hearts you get? How many? That's exactly the same with the house. The commission you pay out there is how many people are going to be going by. It's a statistics. How many people go see your house? If more people look at your house, go inside, view it, the more likely you have a chance to sell.
So the cheaper you
But
are.
it only takes one. Remember, it only takes one.
Yeah, one guy.
One person.
One girl.
One
to
guy,
buy that
or
house.
a couple to buy that house.
Yeah.
You could have 100 and not 100 buys them, neither of the 100, or you could have one person and that one person buys it.
So you think it'll be more competitive out there? More competition to
I think as a seller at first you're gonna be like, oh, I don't wanna pay. I don't wanna pay the buyer's agent. And then your house is in the market for a week or 2 weeks and
you're like, hey, I'm still paying on this house.
And then you're gonna be like, hey, and then what is your agent gonna tell you? Like, well, that's the problem. We have no traffic because nobody wants to show your house because you're not paying a commission.
Now, as a realtor, if you have a listing, will you be good? If you sell it to somebody else yourself?
What do you mean?
Well, if you do the same thing, you get the listing and you get the buyer, that's a win-win, right?
Well, you negotiate that with your agent. That's all negotiated up front. If not, there's only let's say, and we're back to the 5%. If I was only giving 2.5, whether you buy it or sell it, you're still getting the 2.5. Now, if you're going to get something off the buyer agent, of the buyer that okay, I'm going to charge you 1% for taking you to this house because you're already making 2.5. That's up to you what you're going to negotiate. I still think the seller's going to pay.
Well, it depends. Like
I said,
if you want to sell the house, you're going to pay.
Yeah, I'm going to pay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, to me, that's not going to change.
That's Larry's final spin on it. If you want the house gone, you're going to pay. Right? Or if you don't want it gone, you're just going to sit on it.
If I list it, it's because I want to sell it.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I mean, at what price? That's,
numbers to work.
That's your number, But is it going to affect? I don't think so. I might get a little bit at the beginning where sellers are reluctant to pay that buyers. Oh, I heard I don't have to pay something. No, you don't. But guess what? You're going to get the foot traffic.
Yeah. Yeah. People are not going to go see it because you're not paying crap.
You're not paying. And the agents work on commission.
Yeah.
And they need to feed their families.
And they're not going to be showing houses that don't pay nothing.
They're not going to be showing houses that don't pay nothing. Because this is a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, not physical work, but and some houses, you get calls at midnight.
Yeah.
You get calls at 6 a.m.
You're like a doctor.
And you're going to get calls when you're about to pop open your first beer or your fifth beer.
Call me a doctor.
You're like, oh, I really can't talk to this person right now because
I don't feel good.
I don't feel good. You're sick, whatever. And and the saddest part, I always say this: I'm going to plan on going on vacation 1 week out of every month. You know why?
Why?
I won't go on vacation. But if I tell everybody I'm going on vacation next week, that's when you get the busiest. That's when you get the most calls from the realtors. That's when you get the most calls from prospective buyers. That's when they want the pre-qual. I'm like, why don't you say I'm on vacation all the time?
Yeah, just pretend.
Pretend you're on vacation.
I'm not here.
And then you get flooded with calls. But
I'm not here right now.
so if you want to sell your house, you're going to pay the commission. Yeah, I mean, it's just bottom line.
Makes sense. Bottom line from Larry. Bottom line, Larry, let us know. Are you going to give us better rates?
Always. I would do my best. And I tell you, shop around.
Shop around.
Give me a chance. Shop around. Compare. Don't go with the first person.
Because you're going to beat everybody, Larry, right?
I'm going to beat them.
You're going to beat them up. There's some dramatic lenders out there, right?
Dramatic, like how? I don't know. There's people doing crazy videos or...
But can you beat them?
Yeah, I'm simple, man. I'm simple. I told you guys before, and this is gravy for me now. I'm beyond 50, and I wanted to be retired by now. And my sophomore daughter in high school is keeping me, in check and working, and because I got to keep her in check.
Well, now you got a beat up arm.
Oh yeah.
So you'll be doing more loans now.
I might have surgery, so I can't do all my little side hustles.
Side hustle Larry is gonna step away from that, and it's gonna focus on loans, guys, and promise to give you a better rate.
Focus more on loans
than any lender out there. Damn, we got you crazy, Larry.
Just give me a chance, Just give me a chance, and you'll see. I push myself. I am a true broker. I use different banks. I truly use different banks.
And it's good. So it looks like rates are going to come down. Larry, you got a new office now?
Yep, we moved from our downtown office to 2052 South 4th Avenue.
Right across the street from me.
Right from the parking, not across the street. The parking, I'm closer than across the street.
Right across the street from Quality Liquor.
I'm right across the parking lot.
Dairy Queen's right there.
I know now you see me 2 or 3 times a day. Now you're like, damn, why did you move so close?
Burgers and beer.
But yeah, we're inside the realty agency office. But I welcome anybody and anyone. You don't have to be.
Well, that's where you guys first started, and I'm glad you guys are back home. You guys are gonna get a new building, supposedly.
I don't know. I didn't work for this company before when they were here.
Well, I know. I'm
just being honest and everything. And
I know the story, Larry. I'll tell you guys where Larry's at. Give me a call. I'm here right across the street from Larry. As for Aaron,
go grab me by the orejas and bring me over
hey,
here.
Larry,
Customer wants to see you.
They heard you're giving great deals. Do it now.
Yeah, do it now.
Go see Larry, guys. Go see Larry.
Whenever you can.
Whenever you can. Larry, thank you for being out here with us again. Well, it's your show anyways. I'm the one that's out here.
I try to always be as transparent as possible. And I'm here for any questions or anything.
Where can they call you? Your information will be down here?
Should be right here, but it's 928-785-2451. 928-785-2451. I'm going to start using my left hand more since I can't use my right hand a lot.
Rotator cuff. Yeah, put some icy hot on it or something. You'll be okay.
Tiger Balm.
Tiger Balm.
You never heard about the balm?
I heard about Tiger King. So Larry, once again, we'll see you guys next week. We'll be here with Bottom Line Larry. That beats everybody's rates.
You got it.
You got this, Larry. You got it. All right, guys.
Thank
See
you
you
very
guys
much.
later.